Not so secret agent, which some title I came up with in a matter of like 3 seconds. But we're just going to call it more AI for Matt. And we're also going to call it honking around with Goose. Okay. Well, first of all, who am I? I'm Wesley Whetstone. I currently reside in San Francisco, California. I'm a client platform engineer at a payments company called Stripe. And if you want to chat with me, I am Wes on Slack. Super simple. Anywho, okay, so Goose. What the heck is Goose? Not this one. Definitely not this one. And sweet Jesus, definitely not this one. We're actually going to talk about this one. So this is a project from the folks over at Block. Yes, my former employer. I know, it's kind of weird. But what is Goose? Goose is a local AI agent that you can run via either CLI or you can run it via, they have a nice little desktop app if folks aren't comfortable with the CLI. It integrates with pretty much any large language model you can think of. Some of the popular ones, Anthropic, OpenAI, Google Gemini, you name it, it works with it. You can extend it to float your boat in pretty much any capacity using MCPs and other APIs if you like, and that's a lovely URL for all the MCP servers that you might want to use. And last but not least, it's open source. It is not the only like AI agent that you can run on a box, but it is one of the popular open source ones that's not specifically branded towards a company. So why I decided to talk about this one. Anywho, what can you do? Goose allows you to perform like tasks autonomously on your laptop, whether they be good tasks or bad tasks. If you want, you can build a project from scratch. Say you're like, you have no clue how like SwiftUI works, but you want to be like, I want to write cool like apps like Nindy. Give Goose a try. It might help you out, but good vibes only for it. One of the things I've used it for like a lot is troubleshooting issues. Like for instance, like I'll run a command or like another CLI tool and it won't work and it'll like parse a whole bunch of log output. I'll be like, Goose, run it, parse the output, and then fix it. And it does a pretty good job. You can have it write your tests. Nobody likes tests. I personally despise writing tests. I should probably write more tests. Goose write my tests now. Which that's probably not the best thing ever, but it's fine. You can have it write it, run it. If the tests fail, you can have it fix the tests or change the code for the tests. Might not end up in a great situation, but the fun part is actually interacting with external services over the MCP protocol, which that's protocol twice. What is MCP? MCP is the Model Context Protocol. It was originally developed by Anthropic and released in November of last year. It's an open protocol that you can use with LLMs to like standardize contexts. It enables models to like access real-time information across like various amounts of sources. You can actively like integrate with like databases and APIs using MCPs. And it allows you to basically do all of the things I previously mentioned in a consistent and efficient fashion. LLMs like to randomly decide to do new things different ways. This gives it like a train track to like stay on and be a little bit more consistent. There are some useful MCP servers out there right now. My favorite one that I've been playing with is GitHub. I'll actually demo that a little bit later. You can basically tie in with Chrome if you want. So if you're doing like Chrome development in some capacity, it can like read what's on Chrome, go fix your code so it displays better in Chrome. You want to like do some interesting data with Jira, Slack. If you run a business and you want help doing like payment stuff, there's a Stripe MCP. Wink, wink. But there's about 4,600 MCP servers available, and it's growing every day. All right, so it's Friday the 13th, and when I was having beer last night with Graham just like, nobody wants to see a boring video of something screen recorded, let's do it live. Does anybody want to volunteer as a sacrifice to the demo gods before we have fun? Nobody. All right, oh, Sam, no? Anywho, all right, so let's Let's have some fun. Volatile, yes, that is how we play. Okay, so I'm gonna fire up Goose. We can all see all that fun stuff, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. All right, so we're gonna start a Goose session over here, and then you can like do some fun stuff. But what I want to do is, let's see here. Can you first of all read the Fleet DM repo? No, I'm not picking on anybody. Just having to see what goes on. Cool. That's a lot of stuff. Did it actually do the things that I want? Sort of. But I have a repo here that I wrote. It's a Mac preferences packages for Golang, so you can interact with Go code or the native Mac preferences API. Via Go, it makes it like pretty simple. And one of the things I realized is you can't tell if a preferences is managed via a profile with code. So one of the things I was like, oh, let's see if we can have it do it, is can you check my repo for an open issue? And what we'll attempt to do is see if we can implement it. We'll have Goose implement it. We'll have it write tests and have it build it, run the tests, and then just for funsies, we'll have it print like a pirate for anything it says. All right, let's see what happens. No, it already failed. So yeah, reading the code, it found the tests. How much of this is your fault? Like the code? Why is it talking like that? Oh, I said to talk like a pirate. You didn't hear me? I told it to. Yeah. So yeah, now it's making a new branch. And did it actually change any of the code yet? Oh, no, there it goes. Now it's going to start replacing some of the code. I didn't even have to tell it like what API, I kind of sort of maybe it did in the issue tell it like what API it should use. Do my job yet? I mean, it basically does mine. No, my employer didn't hear that. Shh, no, I do real work. There, yeah, so it started writing the functions. Did we write tests yet? No, haven't written tests yet. Is it lunchtime? No, almost. Yeah, now it's running tests, make sure that's all good. But yeah, I think everybody gets the point. But yes, there is so much you can do. One of the things I was talking with Zach from Fleet last night is like, oh, it would be awesome if we wrote like an MCP for like Fleet, or if you're MDM server, so you could do various things like, tell me how many people are on this version of Mac OS that are running on a 2019 Intel that probably won't support Tahoe soon. Very things you could do. You could literally ask Goose. Goose will go do it. Oh, hey, look, it's running a test. It's building, like it's doing all the work for me while I'm giving a talk. This is some of the fun stuff you can possibly do. But anywho, let's wrap it up so we can get to lunch. See what. Oh no, I didn't even tell it to update the README, but it's just like, well, you know, it's nice if you update the README for everybody else. So that's actually what it is. What did it say? Actually, it might. I was playing around it last night because I saw Spaceballs 2 came out, or they announced Spaceballs 2, and I was just like, oh, do it with Spaceballs 2. And then it wrote the tests with like Dark Helmet quotes and stuff, and I was like, okay, that I didn't want it to do, but it definitely did. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, everything's working great. Now it's going to add a commit with like a way longer commit message than I would ever do. And yeah, it's doing its thing. Just go honking around. Perfect. Let's see here. Did it? Where's the README change? Where did it put it? Did it diff the README? Maybe VS Code's being slow. Oh, duh. That's why I can't. Thank you. Duh. Anywho, that's what's fun. And then some tips and tricks with this. Treat Goose like a junior engineer. Be very explicit with what you want. Otherwise, it'll go off course. Like I said, talk like Spaceballs. And then it started writing tests in the form of Spaceballs. Like, I didn't actually want you to write the tests in the form of Spaceballs, just whenever you did output, make it say that. But keep things clean and concise. Basically, if you try more than 3 times for it to do something, like abandoned ship, it's probably not going to get there. You're just going to waste a bunch of time. Interacting with the LLM providers like Anthropic, OpenAI, stuff isn't cheap. After I got my Anthropic API key, the person who gave it to me, he was just like, "How did you just spend $1.50 in the last 3 minutes?" And I was like, "Oh, I had it list all the profiles on the device and try and like figure some other stuff out." And he was like, "It was a 200,000 token context." And I was like, "Well, the query was definitely worth $1. I got a lot of info." So just keep that in mind. And also, you can have Goose run as sudo. So please honk responsibly. And at the end of the day, just deal with it. So thank you very much.